Hello and Namaste. My name is Mr. Gautam Behra and today I'll be talking about ternary phase diagram. So in this video I'll be talking about three things. The first one is what is ternary phase diagram. The second one is important points on ternary phase diagram. Here I will compare the ternary phase diagram with binary phase diagram, and finally I will be talking about how to determine the composition of an alloy using ternary phase diagram, or how to draw a ternary phase diagram. So what is ternary phase diagram? So ternary is one word and phase diagram is another word. So ternary comes from three component systems. It may be three elements, it may be three compounds. For example, in case of stainless steel, in a stainless steel basically three major elements are iron, chromium and nickel. So it is, we can say it is a ternary system, right? So similarly, there is a compound in iron making. When we produce pig iron, or when you produce iron in blast furnace, or in direct reduction processes, we get a compound that is a ternary compound, that is basically SiO2, FeO and Al2O3, that is called phyllite. So these are ternary systems, right? So phase diagram, basically we know that it is a plot between composition with respect to temperature. So here we basically keep the pressure as constant, that is 1 atmospheric pressure. So you understand. So what is ternary phase diagram? That means the ternary phase diagram is a phase diagram, we can say, which represents the equilibrium between different phases, and which is produced in between the three components, right? And here we keep the pressure as constant. It is fine. So now next we'll discuss about the important points on ternary phase diagram, or how we can compare the ternary phase diagram with binary phase diagram. So best example of binary phase diagram is the iron carbon phase diagram, or which is called iron cementite metastable phase diagram. So where iron is one component and carbon is another component, and we are drawing a plot between temperature in y axis and composition in x axis, right? So where pressure is kept constant. But that means we understand in binary phase diagram we use lines, vertical lines and horizontal lines, to represent the compositions or equilibrium between the different phases, which is produced by two component system, right? But in case of ternary phase diagram, here we have three components, basically not two components, three components. And here we don't use basically lines. Here we have to use a triangle to represent the composition of the alloy containing three components, right? And another one is, in binary phase diagram we basically have three phases in equilibrium, but in case of ternary phase diagram we have four phases in equilibrium. For example, alpha plus beta gives rise to gamma plus delta, kind of. So alpha is 1, beta is 1, gamma is 1 and delta is 1. But in case of binary phase diagram we have three phases in equilibrium. For example, gamma decomposed to alpha plus Fe3C. So gamma is 1, alpha is 1 and Fe3C is 1. So 3. Now we'll discuss about how to determine the composition of alloy using ternary phase diagram. So we'll discuss here. So as I told, in case of ternary phase diagram we use an equilateral triangle to represent the composition of an alloy containing three components. We are not using any lines basically. We'll discuss it. So you can see we have an equilateral triangle which is ABC, right? So now so you can see the corner A, B and C represents the pure components. That means 100% A is represented by this corner, 100% B is represented by this corner, and 100% C is represented by this corner, right? So it is 100% A, 100% B, 100% C. Then these are the lines we can see which are connected, right? So this line or this side of the equilateral triangle AC represents the composition of the mixture of A and C, right? If you take the middle of this, that means it is 50% A and 50% C. Similarly, this line AB or this side of the equilateral triangle represents the composition of mixture of A and B. So if you take the middle portion, that means it is 50% A and 50% B. So this line or this side CB represent the composition of mixture of C and B. So if I will take the middle portion of this CB, that means it is a mixture of 50% B and 50% C. So here I have shown you, if you look at this arrow marks, that means I am showing the weight percentage of A. That means if I will take this point C, that means the weight percent of A is 0, whereas the weight percent of C is 100%, and weight percent of B is also 0, right? So if I move like this, that means I am increasing the weight percentage of A, and when I reach to this point, that means it is now 100% A but 0% B and 0% C, right? So similarly, if I will move in this direction from point A to point B or corner of A to corner of B, right? So that means I am increasing the weight percentage of B in this direction, right? So when that means at this point there is 0 C and 0 B but 100% A. So at this point, when I will reach at this point, this is 100% B but 0% A, 0% C. Similarly, if I will move in this direction, that means I am increasing the percentage of C. So when I will move like this and reaches here, I will get 100% C but 0% A, 0% B. I think it is fine now. So now, so how to determine the composition of an alloy containing three components? So that means if I will take a point anywhere inside this triangle, that will show the composition of the alloy containing three components. So this is all about the ternary phase diagram, and this triangle is also called Gibbs triangle. So now the question is how to determine the composition. Suppose again I will show this Gibbs triangle, or this is an equilateral triangle which is used to determine the composition of a ternary phase or the composition of a ternary component system, right? So if I will take a point, suppose I will take a point here, for example this point, and this point is suppose X. So I want to find out the composition of alloy at this composition. So what will happen? So how to determine it? So there is a concept, that means this is an equilateral triangle. So I have to draw lines. Suppose I want to know the composition of this point, I have to draw lines parallel to AC. I have to draw line parallel to AB, and I will draw line parallel to CB. So and each line is having equal distance. Suppose this line distance between the each line is 10 weight percent. So you understand, that means if I will draw lines like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, so total line will be 10, right? Because each distance is 10 weight percent. Similarly, if I will draw parallel line like this, 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 so it will show the distance between this line is 10 weight percent, right? Similarly, I will draw line parallel to this one. Fine. So that means finally I will get many lines which is parallel to AC, AB and CB, right? So I will get a line which will be like this. Suppose it is cutting, a line is cutting this line is parallel to AB, and suppose I have draw a line which is parallel to now CB, and I will draw a line which is parallel to AC. Suppose this one and the line like this, right? So this line is parallel to this line, this this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. So finally I know, that means each distance between the each line is 10 weight percent. So finally I will reach a particular composition, obviously. That means I will, if I will move from here to in this direction, so what will happen? I will in this line, in this AB line, the weight percentage of C is 0, but if I will move, the weight percentage of C will increase, and finally it become XM at C point, right? Similarly, if I will move from here to in this direction, from B point to in this direction, so that means at B point, or suppose I will draw, suppose I will move from here to here, sorry, here to here, so that means at here AC line it is 0% B. So if I will move like this, the final will reach to 100% B. Similarly, if I will move from this to here, I will get 100% A, right? So where it will intersect, I can understand. So basically it is representing 50, it will represent something, right? Now if you understand it, it is fine. Suppose otherwise what you can do, you only draw line parallel to AB and draw line parallel to CB. You don't have to draw line parallel to AC again, because obviously percentage of A plus percentage of B plus percentage of C is equal to 100 weight percent. So if you know two weight percent, suppose one is 30 and one is 40, so it is 70. So finally 30% left will be there. Fine. So this is one of the way. Thank you. I think you got the point.